Hello, welcome to Hexproof from Ward, Season 2, Episode 17. Happy Pride, everyone! We're going to catch up, talk some Marvel spoilers, do a Pride-themed deck build, and then wrap up after that. With nothing else to do, let's go ahead and dive into how everyone's doing.
I'm doing good. We had a fun little day out today. We took my grandma out to Mellow Mushroom, had some pizza, and then went to Costco. Um, yeah. Other than that, just kind of working. I uh, finished up my time with the Young Alumni Council at Ball State and got my nameplate. So
Nice.
these have been
Congrats.
missing for a while. So I was pretty stoked that we got those back this weekend. So. Um, I'm excited to see what the council does now moving forward. But um, yeah,
Awesome, awesome. Sam, anything new in your world?
Well, we had those storms over the weekend, and I sent those pictures to you guys. I ended up having to throw the smoker away because it was no repairing it.
And then,
But oh, nuts! That means I get to have to buy a better and bigger one.
yeah,
that's
Ah,
unfortunate.
it's unfortunate.
yeah. You said a tree fell on it or a branch fell on it?
Yeah, big old branch. Didn't even hear it when those winds came through, but got off work and looked back there, and I'm like, that's unfortunate. And I was cutting it up, thinking, "Oh, we'll just fell in the yard." No, and then I was walking away, and in the corner of my eye, I saw something weird with the cover. Unfurled it, and there's the big old dent in it, like
Mm.
smushed it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very Looney Tunes-esque, the picture. I think Nathan will have to throw it in so people can know what we're talking about. But yeah, that was very much, I believe the term you used whenever you sent us the picture was your smoker got smoked.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like it hit the side of it; it hit dead center in it. And I thought I was going to be able to hammer it out, but some of the welds broke, and I was like, nah, ain't gonna attempt it.
Unless you're
Uh,
like smoking one of those like U-shaped steaks from like the Flintstones, I think it's you're kind of out of luck with it.
Yeah,
um, Eli wanted to do a box opening real quick. We had a special package arrive. Are you guys okay if we do that real fast?
Yeah, for
go
sure.
ahead.
Send it.
Okay. He's been wanting to open this box for a couple, like 2 days now. So, um, we got this box in from Dragon Shield. Um,
Ooh.
so I'm gonna open it real quick. This is some thick tape. Thick tape.
Yep.
This
For the
box went all over the place. It was kind
yeah.
of annoying.
Yeah, so for the listeners, Eli is using a box cutter unsupervised,
Yeah,
a
it's
really
actually
sharp
just
one.
using a knife.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
it's not like it's a very very sharp one. It's not a butter knife.
um, so here's the first one. I hope this barcode isn't actually on the sleeves. This light makes it terrible to see. Um, but these sleeves are gonna be for my goblin deck. So, you guys don't know, where I went to elementary school, our mascot was the Goblins, Summitville Goblins. Ooh, this one's ripped. So I made some goblin themed sleeves from Dragon Shield to celebrate for the Goblin deck. So those are the sleeves, and I'm excited to get the deck all sleeved up and then play with it, and then other people can play with it too. So that was it. That's the
Oh,
package.
yeah, those sleeves look great.
Yeah.
Well, way to use that sharp knife to open those boxes, Eli. That was awesome.
Say thank you. Eli, say I love knives. Oh, he's too busy picking his nose. All right.
Okay, we can dive into Marvel spoilers. So I will say, like, for a lot of people, it's the immersion breaking that will keep them from liking the universes beyond content. I will say everything that is like from like Wakanda feels very magic, like the Afrofuturism. You could see that in like a lot of like Mirrodin and stuff like that. So it doesn't feel out of place there with the design. So I feel like a lot of the Wakanda soldiers would fit in any sort of like Boros equipment deck, and you wouldn't be able to tell if you weren't familiar with the IP. So I do like there's the that one right there, the okay,
Okoye.
yeah, Okoye, like three and a white. Whenever it enters, you create two white soldier creature tokens, and then attacking creature tokens you control have first strike. Any sort of like Mardu deck where you're making a bunch of tokens that you only have for a little while is going to absolutely love that. Also, it's a great blink target. So just like little powerful pieces that are just ETB value. Any sort of impact trimmers blink decks is gonna love that guy. So
Yeah,
also, good.
yeah, don't Josh, aren't you excited about Night Nurse as well? It's getting you closer to filling out your nurse deck.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Night Nurse. That is great. Flash lifelink, and then when it enters, you choose a target permanent card in your graveyard that was put there from anywhere this turn. Return it to your hand. I feel like this could be used in a broken loop of some sort.
Hmm.
I think it goes. Yeah, it's very breakable.
Yeah, there's quite a few good cards here. Are either of you guys going to do pre-release at all?
I'm I might do pre-release. Just kind of depends what I have going on the weekend, but I am going to be going to Gen Con, and
Hmm.
there's a chance I might be doing some like drafts or two-headed giants or things like that. Just because I love I'm a sucker for a limited environment, so I'm gonna get my draft of whatever set I can,
Yeah.
some one way or another.
Yeah, I really like the comic book cover treatments that they have in this set. I just think they're pretty cool. Uh, I didn't dive super deep into this set, um, just because I've been overwhelmed with other stuff, and I think that's the main issue. And I think we've got, I mean, with this and a new cat secret lair release every other day and everything else we've got to keep up with. I don't know. The a lot of creators, you got to give them a shout out and everything because they're constantly staying on top of stuff and staying posting things and knowing what's going on. We are still in white. This is insane.
I will
Um,
say that I know a compliment that the professor gave the set is it is a full set. It is
yeah,
a
it's
draftable
huge.
set.
It is huge. I've been scrolling in white for, I mean, since we pulled this up, and I'm still just still in white. So, uh, we might have to speed this up a little bit.
Yeah,
But
you can
good Lord.
get.
Like,
And I have
are there any cards that you guys know of off the top of your head that you're like gung ho about, really wanting, really looking forward to? Uh,
so I mean I we are getting some good Merfolk support
right.
on the Tales of Lorwyn. So uh, there's Neymar in a couple different forms. Both are uh, definitely usable. Uh, uh, then also the freaking broken artifact dudes. Like I scroll up. Well, here we can talk about Neymar first, but well, I got since he was just on screen. Neymar power is equal to the number of merfolk you control whenever you cast a non-creature spell uh, with one or more blue mana symbols. Create that many 1/1 blue merfolk creature tokens. Yeah, that's just really stinking good. Then there's also an Azorius one that we can
I mean, multiversal incursion is insane. For 5 and 2 blue, it's a sorcery that says for each non-token creature you control, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it isn't legendary. I mean, if you
yeah.
can find a way to make that cost not be so crazy.
Yeah, it's too bad
Gross.
we didn't just have like some sort of like Prismari artifact that makes your lands tap double for instants and sorceries, you know? That would make
Yeah.
that really convenient.
Yeah. I also want to shout out all of the cards that are about Kang the Conqueror because all of the Kang cards are just nuts.
All the
Um,
dang Kang cards.
all the dang Kang cards. Um, Also, leader Super Genius's forehead, pretty big. Makes me think
Uh,
of Peyton Manning. Miss
Scroll,
that guy.
can you scroll up to the top of the blue? There are some just uncommons that are absolutely cracked that I wanted to give a
The
quick
very
mention to.
top of the
Yeah,
blue.
yeah.
You're killing me, Smalls. All right, who are we looking at?
Right. Uh, one more down.
It's in
Uh,
alphabetical order, I think.
uh,
So,
uh, uh, keep. It is the. I'm actively the worst. She is Ironheart clever champion. Uh,
right here.
yep.
All
Uh,
right.
four and a blue, improvise, and other, and then non-creature spells you control have improvise. I thought we learned our lesson from the original Mirrodin and like affinity for artifacts and improvising with artifacts and just making artifacts even faster is just going to absolutely obliterate any meta. But here we are getting some absolutely gassed artifact synergy cards. Like
hmm
it is absolutely bonkers. And also even like the uncommon like
There we go.
Shuri, uh Wakandan inventor. Uh
There
I
we go.
mean, artifact spells you cast cost one less to cast, and you can pay one and tap her. Target artifact you control becomes a copy of a second target artifact you control until end of turn, except it isn't legendary. Activate only as a sorcery. Uh, how many just broken things, unwinding clock things you can be doing with this is just vile. Yeah, no, this is the artifact support is absolutely bonkers in
Um,
this
I,
set.
I want to do something very dumb in a deck and put super suit in it and just have a card that searches for an artifact just so I can say, "Where's my super suit?" and then
Yeah, there you go.
go
That's
and find it. I know that's a Marvel or a uh, incredible shout out, but Disney owns both the Incredibles and all the Marvel universe, so the mouse gets paid either way. All right.
yeah. I think the main thing I wanted to mention was just how broken artifacts are in this set.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if you're drafting the set and you can do blue artifacts and touching whatever else support color you got, I think you're gonna be pretty hard to beat. I think artifacts are the way to win this in a draft environment.
Yep.
Um, I'd love to hear someone argue against that and let me say I'm a dummy and mono red's gonna be the way to do it. But man, I think just the artifact cost reduction, the copying valuable artifacts, how many artifacts we got, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I think you're not far off. I This is my first time seeing this card, so I'm going to bring it up right now. The Council of Reeds for 2 and a blue. It's a legendary creature, 2/2 human scientist hero. This says the legend rule doesn't apply to creatures you control. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've cast a non-creature spell this turn, create a token that's a copy of Council of Reeds. So that's just I oh, man.
Yeah, in like a universes within version of that, it could just be Sakashima,
Yeah, or like a
the study of Sakashima, so you have scientists and whatnot.
yeah, just like a mirror gallery, but a creature version of yeah. Uh, yeah, as much as people are gonna hate on this set, if you miss out on getting some of these cards, you're gonna you're gonna be in trouble because there's a lot of very good cards in this set. I feel like it's another one that they didn't sleep on and just kind of sloppily throw stuff out here. I think it's another full on set that's going to be a good time. Um, and some of these cards are going to stick around for a long time. Like this card here, Counterspell for 2 blue, counter target spell. I mean, that's something that could stick around for a minute. That could be something that we could see.
It's cool
Um,
to see them following in flashbacks, footsteps, where they're taking these keywords and just like
yeah,
just turning them into cards. It's about time they did that with Counterspell.
yeah, exactly. Um, Yeah, but I think we've kind of hit the nail on the head with this one. I know that we've got a lot. We only made it to blue, but I mean there are a ton of really good cards. Take the time, go through the gallery, look at what some of these cards do, and then Josh is the best kind of drafter that's here in this group. So he's got it down. So if he's kind of already hitting on what you need to do for this set to get yourself a win, listen to him. But also you're kind of at the mercy at whatever shows up in your pre-release kit. So um, it's always a good idea to go through the gallery and see all these cards and see what they do, so you can see if hey, if I get these cards, this is what I can do with it. So yeah. Because I'm not sure. I know, for the past couple, it's been, if you pick this is what you get in this pre-release kit on top of other things. I don't really know that if that's what they're doing with Marvel or if it's just all the same kind of setup for the pre-release kits. Do you know, Josh?
Uh, I do not. Um,
Okay. I would imagine, I mean, it's not like Avatar where you've got the elements to choose from. It's not like Tarkir where you've got the different um oh god, the different like Jeskai, that kind of thing to choose from. I don't think they'll really do that with Marvel. I mean, they could, but I don't really know how they would split up the boxes. So I'd imagine all the pre-release kits are basically starting at the same level, but
yeah,
I could be wrong.
I think it is. It does look like it's just random. So it's not like it's not like themed packs. It is you have a
Okay.
pre-release kit. It's like how they did with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's
Okay.
yeah.
Which makes more sense because for the past couple of pre-releases, you want to pick like, hey, at Avatar, I want to do firebending, so that's the one I wanted to get. But then you at certain pre-releases, you don't get to pick, so it's kind of a bummer when that kind of stuff happens because you don't get to choose what you want to do. So when everybody's at the same level playing field, I think it's better that way anyway.
Yeah, also the seeded packs, well, they are a great tool for new players if this is their first like Magic event ever. It can absolutely kind of king make if you just get all the
Yep.
gas in your seeded pack, then the actual construction of your deck is just kind of taken out of your hands. You just have to follow the good cards and you can blow some out of the water just by getting gas in your seeded pack. So I think the more personality people get to put into their constructed decks, I feel the more fun the constructed environment is.
Well, you also have to think
I'm not constructed, sorry, limited environment. Yeah.
yeah, you also got to think when you go to some of these pre-release events, there are certain players that are like pro players. There are certain players that are, constantly looking and knowing what to do. So if you've got pre-seeded packs, they know exactly which box to try and get. So they're going to try and switch with you and all that kind of stuff. So if everybody's at the same level playing field, then that is taken out of it as well. So just makes it a little bit better. So
Yeah.
that's
Uh,
our thoughts on pre-release.
yeah. When in doubt, tempo until a 5-drop flyer.
Exactly. Exactly. Put a
Yeah,
couple wipes in there. It's always good to have a couple wipes. It's always good to have removal. it's always good to have a way to slow down your opponent, and yeah, have a big booty flyer to just kind of take people out
Yeah.
when when you can.
Yeah. But have a way to close the game. Okay. But and with that, anything else anyone want to say about Marvel before we move along?
Iron Man's the
Okay.
best. That's it.
Uh,
I don't know.
Also,
Galactus seems pretty good.
I'm just talking heroes wise.
Ah,
then yeah, before we get into our deck build, which is going to be a Pride theme deck build, I did just want to say something. Um, I wrote down a little speech kind of expressing our like my feelings and I'm sure the rest of the Hexproof crew's feelings about uh, what's going on in the world with the LGBTQIA plus community and what they're facing. So this is what I have. Um, Hexproof and Ward may be made up of four straight guys from various cornfields along Indiana, but we will always stand with the LGBTQIA plus community. Uh, Powerful people are using the LGBTQIA plus people and trans individual as a scapegoat in a culture war that they fabricated to distract people from economic injustices. In Indiana, our own governor, Mike Braun, declared June as Nuclear Family Month. This is a shameful undermining of Pride Month and those who celebrate. Hexproof from Ward will always take a immovable stance against bigotry and bullying. Pride belongs to the LGBTQIA plus community. No matter your gender, sexuality, or identity, you will always have a spot at our commander table.
Absolutely 100%.
And with that, we're going to get into our Pride themed deck build.
And here we go.
Our title is You've Got an Ally in Me. So we have for our build, our commander is Kynalos and Tiro of Melitus. Uh, at the beginning of your instep, also, this is our colors are red, green, white, and blue. Legendary human soldier. At the beginning of your instep, draw a card. Each player may put a land from his or her hand onto the battlefield. Each opponent who didn't draws a card. And then the flavor text is look at what we fought for, look what we built together. So I think that's sick. Just a celebrating a gay couple on that card who are just ruling the lands and kicking butt. And then this is kind of a light kind of group hug-ish uh, deck, but we can use our lands to make sure we're playing all of the characters that we're celebrating. So uh, all of the characters in here are LGBTQIA plus in some way or form. From lore, I tried to have everyone that I could think of, and I tried to keep it to the Magic universe specifically. There's a lot of cool universes beyond characters that could have made this list as well, but this is what we're working with. Okay, so we have Hilati, the Sun's Heart. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. And then you can -3 to gain life equal to the greatest toughness among creatures you control. Our commanders have a bigger toughness in their power, and it's a 2/8, so that can turn our commander from group hug to beating
Group
people up really
slug.
fast. Yeah, uh and then Haladi is in a relationship with Sahili in the lore. So
Okay.
and then we have Nico.
Don't forget
Uh,
the -3 on
yeah, I mentioned it. He's like you
oh,
gain
okay.
life. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Sorry.
my bad. Sorry.
No, you're
Go.
good. We have Nico Eris, who is not, canonically non-binary, X white and two blue. When Nico enters, you create X shard tokens, and you can pay two and sacrifice those to scry. Uh, then you can uh, plus one up to one target creature. Uh, Oh my goodness. Okay, up to one target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Whenever that creature deals combat damage this turn, return it to its owner's hand. Also, you can minus one. Deals two damage to target tapped creature for each card you've drawn this turn, and you can minus one create a shard token. Then we have Saheeli, Sublime Artificer. One, you can split blue, red, split blue, red. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a colorless servo token, artifact creature token. You can minus two her to have target artifact you control become a copy of another target artifact or creature you control until end of turn, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types.
Nice.
Mhm. Then we have Ral Zarek. He is two blue black. I mean, sorry, two blue red. Oh my goodness. Plus one tap target permanent, then untap another target permanent. Minus two, Raul Zarek deals three damage to target creature or player. And the fun part, minus seven, flip five coins. Take an extra turn after this one for each coin that comes up heads. And then, yep, canonically gay character. Then we have Chandra, Fire of Heart, three and two red. You get Chandra, Legendary Planeswalker, plus one. Discard your hand, then exile the top three cards of your library until end of turn. You may play cards exiled this way. Plus one, she deals two damage to any target. Minus three, search your graveyard, library, for any number of red instants or sorceries, exile them, then shuffle your library. You may cast them this turn, add six red mana. So then, yep. And Nisa, Nature's Artisan, four and two green, uh, plus plus three, you gain three life. Minus four, reveal the top two cards of your library. Put all land cards from among them onto the battlefield and the rest into your hand. Minus 12, creatures you control get plus five, and gain trample until end of turn. Then
Nice.
Nisa and Chandra in the story were in a relationship. And then we go to our creatures. We have joined researchers. Um, they are a human cleric wizard for one and a white. First strike at the beginning of each instant. If an opponent has more cards in hand than you, this creature becomes prepared. Then you can cast Secret Rendezvous from the prepared, which is one and two white. You and target opponent each draw three cards.
Nice.
Then you have uh, Tomek, distinguished advocist. He and Ral are husbands. Um, and he is a legendary creature, human advisor, flying, lands on the battlefield and lands in your graveyard. Can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. And then your opponents can't play land cards from graveyards. So
Ooh.
that's, yeah. And then we have Adeline Resplendent Cathar, one and two white. Her power is equal to the number of creatures you control. When you attack, for each opponent, create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or planeswalker they control.
Nice.
Yeah. Then we have Balin the Haymaker, red, green, white. You can tap two untap tokens you control to add a mana of any color. You can tap three untap tokens you control to draw a card, and you can tap four untap tokens you control to put three plus one counters on Balin, the Haymaker. It gains trample until end of turn.
Okay.
Then you have Delaney, Streetwise Lookout, two and a white. Creatures you control with power two or less can't be blocked except by creatures with power three or greater. So it's a sneaky way for us to get our commander in with some commander damage if needed. Also, if an ability of a creature you control with power 2 or less triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Again, also works with our commander.
Nice.
We have a Vodric, Astral Archmage. One a blue and a red. You have a human wizard. If it's neither day or night, it becomes day as he enters the battlefield. Instants and sorceries you cast cost X less to cast, where X is Vedric's power. And then whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, put a +1/+1 counter on Vadric.
Yeah.
Uh,
Vedrick.
Also, I'm thinking of making a Type 1 Vadric bald and bearded typal deck for reasons.
Hmm.
Anyway, Eshki, Dragonclaw, one green, blue, red, human warrior, vigilance, trample, and ward. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you cast both a creature and a non-creature spell this turn, draw a card. Put 2/+1 counters on Eshki, Dragonclaw.
Such a good card.
And we have Haktos, the Unscarred.
Bless
Two
you.
red. What?
You said Hoctos. I said bless you. Sorry.
The Unscarred. Uh, two red and two white. Um, Attacks each combat if able. When it enters, you choose two, three, or four at random, and it has protection from each converted mana cost other than the chosen number.
Nice. She would be the only one, or he?
He,
Okay, sorry. Uh, being a 6/1 when you switch the defense and attack, that'd be rough.
yeah, but yeah, he's yeah. But then we have
Just keep
uh,
going. Sorry,
okay,
I'm
there
I'm
you go.
trying to build the deck while I'm trying to
No, you're good.
move stuff around. So
Yeah, a little bit of an ombo there, but he's a canonically gay character, and he made the cut. So we have
totally
a
fine.
yep, Helena and Elena partners quotes. Two red and green. First strike, reach, and then at the beginning of combat on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, where X is Helena and Elena's power. That creature gains haste until end of turn.
Okay.
Mhm. And then we have Helena Kasich Ranger from the uh, uh, this at the we have the two individual cards. Helena Keswick Ranger, three in green, reach whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control. You may pay two. When you do, that creature deals damage equals to its power to target creature.
It's Commander Legends, right?
Yeah, Commander Legends, yeah. And then we have Myrel, Shield of Argive, three and a white. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifact, creatures, or enchantments. And then whenever Mael of Argive attacks, create X 1/1 white soldier artifact creature tokens where X is the number of soldiers you control. Our commander is a soldier.
Gosh, I can't believe that card is as high as it is. That's crazy. It makes sense. That's a
It
really good
actually
card.
dropped down. It was a lot more expensive
Was
a
it
couple months
really?
ago. Yeah, I think at one point it was like $50.
Yeah,
Dang.
it dropped out of standard and it dropped into closer to budget.
I wonder.
Uh,
Keep going. Sorry. I keep talking. I need to just like mute myself because I feel like I'm
no,
throwing you off, but
no,
I'm
you're
just
good, dude. It's a podcast. It needs to go both ways. I appreciate it. Also, feel free to chime in, Sam, if you have anything to say about these characters or if there's any anecdotes I'm missing.
I'm gonna see if I have my rail in one of my binders. So keep going, Josh.
Okay, Alena, Kessig Trapper, four and a red. First strike, you can tap her and add red at an amount of red equal to the greatest power among creatures you control that enter the battlefield this turn. So it's a good way to keep the casting flow going. And then we have Falkenroth Celebrants. Look at this couple enjoying dance, probably feasting on the blood of the village people. But we can look past that. Four and a red. Menace for a 4/4 vampire. And when it enters, we create two blood tokens. So Works
Oh,
with.
there it is.
Oh, nice. There you go. Your proud
Did you say
dollar.
feasting on the village people, as in like another shout out to the community?
So I feel like that's a mixed message there because we want to leave the village people intact if possible.
Yeah, we don't, especially not this week. We don't want to kill the village people.
Man, construction's taking long enough. We can't like kill their construction worker.
Yeah, good Lord. Orange barrels everywhere.
Yeah, it's unfortunately most of the trans characters have black in their color identity, so I wasn't able to have Zansha or uh,
Aisha.
Aisha or um, the black blue planeswalker from Theros. Oh my God, Ashiok. Yeah. So I wasn't able to have any of them, but we do have our in-universe
310 to
trans.
Yuma.
Yep, exactly. That's our trans representation for this episode in this build. We got five red, green, white. This spell costs one less to cast for each land in your graveyard. And then also, whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may sacrifice a land. If you do, draw a card. And then, whenever a land or whenever a desert card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, create a 4/2 green plant warrior creature token with reach.
Nice. The ultimate Star Wars commander.
Yeah. Okay. And we get into some of our sorceries. We got Collective Voyage, Join Forces. Starting with you, each player may pay any amount of mana. Each player searches his or her library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the total amount of mana paid this way. Plus, you get to put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Farseek, you search your library for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain card, put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Cultivate, two and a green. Search your library for up to two basic land cards, reveal those cards, put one of those cards onto the battlefield tap, and the other into your hand, then shuffle. You specifically need that cultivate art.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
And then huddle up, two in blue, assist. Another player can pay two for the spell. Two target players each draw a card.
Nice.
And then savor the moment, one and two blue. Take an extra turn after this one. Skip the untapped step of that turn.
I do.
Yep. And then we have Secret Rendezvous, one and two white. You and target opponent each draw three cards. And then we have Explosive Getaway. Three red and a white. Exile up to one target artifact or creature. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Explosive Getaway deals four damage to each creature.
Explosive getaway is what I have to do sometimes after I eat Chick-fil-A.
Well, you shouldn't be eating Chick-fil-A during Pride Month anyway, so that's
I
on you.
haven't. Yep.
All right. Then we have Full Throttle, which is one of Nathan's favorite cards of all time. We have
It is.
four and two red. After this main phase, there are an additional two combat phases. What? At the beginning of each combat phase this turn, I tap all creatures that attacked this turn. That is sick.
About to catch these hands twice,
Yeah.
three times.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. Then,
Got too into
we have Rapturous Moment for a blue and a red. You draw three cards, then discard two cards and add two blue and three red to your mana pool. Um, yeah, and it's just really cute art there. And then going
I'm
on to,
surprised living in Summitville, we never had something called Summit Fest. Just gonna throw that out there.
yeah, uh, change can happen with you. Be the
Very
change you
true.
want to see in the world.
That's
Uh,
true.
Triumphant Reckoning for six and three white. Return all artifacts, enchantments, and planewalker cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. We have a lot of planeswalkers, so and also there we have uh, yeah, so get some good value out of that. We got Growth Spiral. You draw a card and you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have expansion and explosion. I do appreciate the software for tilting the card for me, so I don't have to tilt my head like a dummy to read it. Expansion, copy target instant or sorcery spell, mana value for less. You may choose new targets for the copy. Or explosion, X, 2 blue, 2 red, and explosion deals X damage to any target, and target player draws X cards.
Very
Pretty
nice.
sick. Then we have Soul Ring. So tap, add to colorless, arcane signet, add a color of your color identity. Then we went through the signet cycle with touching green to help us fix our mana. So we have the Gruul signet, the Selesnya signet, and the Simic signet. And then we also have the Pride Gilded Lotus.
I
Hell
am
yeah.
surprised you do not have the soul ring from the Pride of the Multiverse.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was the,
I
yeah, good.
yeah, so when Josh sent these cards, I did my best trying to find the arts, but I couldn't find this one. So where would it be
Yeah,
at?
it'd just be Secret Lair.
Secret layer. Hold on 1 second. SLD. Okay. Switch printing. Yeah, I was trying to look because I know a lot of these cards have because I
Scroll
almost
down.
I almost did this soul ring with the
Hmm.
goblins
Hmm.
because it's basically Bearscape with goblins. But um let's see.
It's I don't know if it has to do with the artist, but
Uh,
that's just me going. It'll be very abundant when it's right there.
This one here.
yep,
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
yep. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Hmm.
Yep,
Yep.
because we got the pride flag here in the corner. We've got
Didn't even
um
notice that.
yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
like a whole little
There's
scene
a
there.
lot of yes. A
I
lot
could
of
never
goodness
find
in that card.
Waldo.
Dude, I've seen like when I went to sorry to get off topic, but um when I went to Comic-Con, I found a Waldo. When I went to there's been like 4 or 5 places that I found a Waldo at each place. I know I only named one, so nobody's gonna believe me. But anyway, enchantments.
Yep. Then we have the iconic Bearscape, 1 and 2 green. Enchantment, 1 and a green, exile 2 cards from your graveyard, create a 2/2 green bear creature token. Also, the clouds in that are also bears. I don't know if you've noticed that before, but they've put a bear everywhere possible in Bearscape. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Then we go into Heartbeat of Spring, 2 and a green enchantment. Whenever a player taps a land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of any type that land produced. So ramping like crazy, and also
We
awesome
have a
art.
little robot dog.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Then there's a for Imprisoned on the Moon, 2 and a blue, enchant land creature or planeswalker, and then that permanent is colorless and is a taps for colorless and loses all other types and abilities. There is a Pride version of
Is there?
that. Uh, it was, or at least had a character. Yeah, actually, the OG one has, I think, um, uh, it was flagged with Pride
OG1.
art. I think it has a Nisa on it, so it's
This one?
yeah, yeah,
Eldritch
the
Moon?
OG one. Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
Nisa's in there.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I was looking and I was like, I don't know.
Yep.
Hmm,
Yeah. Sometimes you
okay.
have to look at some of the look at the corners for the characters, and it's like, oh, that's why that was tagged in there.
Yeah, okay.
So then I have to help Yuma out. I have every desert in our color that can tap for 2 colors, and then those are just inner tapped but deal damage to target player. And then I also have all of the shock lands in our color to help with our mana curve.
Okay.
So we have 38 lands.
Do you want to? I can go through and just say what lands we have, just for our listeners. So we have
Yeah.
a Braided Bluffs, Breeding Pool, Bristling Backwoods. Say that 5 times fast. Creosote Heath, Eroded Canyon, 6 forests, Hallowed Fountain, 6 islands, Lonely Arroyo, Lush Oasis, Mana Confluence, which that art is so cool. I love that art a lot. Mirage Mesa, six mountains, six plains, Sacred Foundry, Steam Vent, Stomping Grounds, Temple Garden. We are at 80 cards right now.
Okay, so then my assignment for you and Sam will be to help me flesh out this deck with a ally sub theme. We are allies at this channel, and so that is we're gonna push that with ally cards. Now you can dip into Universes Beyond for the allies, um,
So
and
they need to have the creature type ally in it.
ideally and like
Okay.
ally synergies. If there's any other like instants or
Okay.
sorceries or that are like heavily pride themed that I was missing, feel free to add those as well. But for the most part, I want to see allies, especially if there's like any sort of like landfall effects, since our commander gives us access to extra land.
Okay. Um, Poop. Okay. That gets rid of a handful of the cards that I was looking at. So give me a few seconds here.
Um, you could do Aang and Katara
That's the one I was looking at.
because not only is it an ally, but it makes other allies.
This first one here. Aang and Katara, three green, white, blue. Legendary creature, human avatar ally, 5/5. Whenever Aang and Katara enter or attack, create X 1/1 white ally creature tokens where X is the number of tapped artifacts and or creatures you control.
Awesome, love it. Yeah, we have some token support
It's
too,
gonna,
with like Balin and stuff, so that's pretty sick.
let's see. It's not very good.
Earth. Well, man, I want to stay away from like a lot of Avatar cards or allies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Want
no,
to
that's fine. You can, like I said, we can universe beyond the allies because I know they have a ton of support in Avatar. If it's
Earth
if
King's Lieutenant. I mean, it's
Crap.
I don't know how many other ally creatures you'll have.
Earth King.
Earth King's apostrophe S Lieutenant.
Okay.
Trample. It's a green white 1/1. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on each ally you control. Whenever another ally you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. So kind
Uh,
of works with the Aang, back and forth. So
let's put a hottie in here. Giving some Oko vibes here. If I get the correct art. Look at that. Look at that.
oh dang,
Beast Caller Savant, one and a green, is an elf shaman ally with looks like about an 8 pack. 1/1 with haste. You can tap it to add one mana of any color to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. They come because I call. They stay because I listen. That's like the ultimate ally slogan right there. That's pretty awesome.
um
Are we red and white? Oh, I've got one.
yeah, send it.
One of my favorites. I'm about to go like all shirtless for the rest of this, I feel like. And that's totally okay.
Yeah,
Uh, oh no, wrong one. Switch printing.
yeah,
Here we go.
there, there he is.
All right, where'd he go? Bruce Tarl, Boorish Herder, for two, a red and a white. Got a human ally. What is that? Is that an online version? Okay, we're gonna have to switch that. But 3/3 human ally. Whenever Bruce Tarl, Boorish Herder enters the battlefield or attacks, target creature you control gains double strike and lifelink until end of turn. And it has partner. I gotta
Yeah.
switch this to a printing that isn't the weird online promo. S- Etched, etched foil, baby.
I got another one.
Okay.
Mina and Din, Wildborn.
How do I spell Mina? Mina?
Yep, and Din, Dennn.
Mina and Den. D. What? D-E-N.
It
Okay.
is
Okay.
2 and a red green, 4/4 legendary elf ally. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Red green, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Target creature gains trample.
Oh, heck yeah.
Chasm Guide. I've got another one after Chasm Guide as well. Chasm Guide, Shirtless Goblin, Scout Ally, 3 in a red, 3/2, has Rally. Whenever Chasm Guide or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Then we've got Boomy Unleashed.
Who unleashed Boomy?
I don't know. Uh, Boomy Unleashed, 3, a red and a green, 5/4, human noble ally. Trample when Boomy enters Earthbend. Wow. 4. Whenever Boomy deals combat damage to a player, untap all lands you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Only land creatures can attack during that combat phase.
Heck yeah.
We got Talus Paladin. Ealus. No,
Palus.
T.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Oh, good.
I spelled paladin wrong, didn't I?
Paladin.
I put 2 L's.
It's a 3 and a white, 2/3 human knight ally. Whenever this creature or another ally you control enters, you may have allies you control gain lifelink until end of turn, and you may put a 1/1 counter on this creature.
Oh, crap. Never mind.
Oh, can I shout out now one real quick?
No.
Uh,
Yeah, you can. I'm just kidding.
Hakoda. Hakoda.
Hakoda.
Uh, yep, so human warrior ally, 3 and a white. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast ally spells from the top of your library, and you can also sacrifice him. Creatures you control get +0/+5 and gain indestructible until end of turn. That could actually be a closer if you have Halati out there and you are dealing damage with the toughness. So that's pretty nasty.
Oh
How
no.
many instances do we have? Is there like
We don't
only
have a
two?
lot of instance. We could absolutely use some instance and sorcery support if you got some.
Can I
I
put
can.
Gran in here real fast?
Of course.
We gotta get Grandma in here. I love her. Why is she not coming up? What's happening here? Poop. Hold on. Why is there we go. Okay. And then we gotta go. Go. Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. Back to the deck list. Okay. Um
She's
Grand
on there now.
Gran. Yep.
Mhm.
I'm gonna switch her art real quick. Switch printing to this one. Grand Grand costs 1 blue, 1/2, human peasant ally. Uh, Whenever Grand Grand becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast as long as there are 3 or more lesson cards in your graveyard. Oh no, we might have to get rid of Grand Grand. We have no lessons. I just learned a lesson. We can't put Grand Grand in every deck.
Um, trying to find like
Could we put since we're looking for instance, can we put consult the star charts in here?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. That's it might have been a little slept on during Edge of Eternities. Maybe not because it's still at $3.80. But consult the star charts. 1 in a blue, instant kicker. Another 1 in a blue. Um, Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of lands you control. Put one of those lands into your hand. If this spell was kicked, put 2 of those cards into your hand. Instead, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Yep. Can I pitch another card? Uh,
Absolutely.
the Earth King. This will help us get even more lands out.
The Earth King. And we got a
Yeah.
bear.
Yeah. Also fitting with the bear theme. Three in a green, the Earth King, you get a human noble ally. When the Earth King enters, you create a 4/4 green bear. Whenever one or more creatures you control with power 4 or greater attack, search your library for up to that many basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle.
Mhm. Sorry, just looking for some other fun cards. Ooh, this is kind of cool.
Yes.
Jwari Shapeshifter. One in a blue. It's a shapeshifter ally, 0/0. You may have Jwari Shapeshifter enter the battlefield as a copy of any ally creature on the battlefield. Pretty sweet.
Uh, are all of our allies legendary so far?
Uh, Poop. Dang it.
Yeah, I think
No,
unfortunately,
Talus Paladin's not.
I think we might have some limited targets for it at the moment, unfortunately.
Well, and
Oh
a couple of
man,
the allies creatures of they make ally tokens.
that's okay.
Uh,
Josh is just crushing my dreams. It's fine.
yeah, like I saw that little sparkle of hope, so I thought I'd step on it and
Wait,
like
do we have Casla in here?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's put Casla in here. We talked about flyers earlier, so let's get a flyer in here. Casla, the Broken Halo. Three blue, red, white. Convoke. It's an angel ally, 5/4 with Convoke. And then Flying Vigilance Haste. Whenever you cast another spell that has Convoke, scry two, then draw a card.
Yeah, and we can ignore the convoke thing at the bottom because we're at the end of
Right.
the day we're making a 5/4 flying first strike vigilant haste way before we're supposed to. So it's one of
Yeah,
those cards that might
exactly.
it might be one of those cards that gets slept on because there's too many words on
Oh
it.
my gosh. How do we not have this on here already? Let's get this Warlord in here. Kazul Warlord, four and a red, 3/3 Minotaur Warrior ally. Whenever Kazul Warlord or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a +1/+1 counter on each ally creature you control.
Nice, I love it.
That's ridiculous.
Here, let's get a board buff with Suki Courageous Rescuer.
Suki. Uh-oh. Suki Courageous Rescuer.
Yep. Whenever another permanent you control leaves the battlefield during your turn, you create a 1/1 white ally creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. But the important thing is it's a 2/4, and then other creatures you control get +1/+1.
We
Got
have a
sail into the west.
hold on. I found Lantern Scout. I was already typing it. Uh Two and a white, human scout ally, 3/2, has rally. Whenever Lantern Scout or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. What was
Hell
yours, Sam?
yeah.
Sail into the west. Lord of the Rings. Two green and a blue. Instant. Will of the Council.
Uh-oh.
Starting with you. Each player votes for return or embark.
Oh crap.
If return gets more votes, each
Thanks.
player returns up to two cards from their graveyards into their hand. Then you exile Sail into the west. If embark gets more votes or the vote is tied, each player may discard their hand and draw seven cards.
Ooh.
Okay. So then how about we I have an idea. How about we empower our creatures with some equipment?
Okay.
Yeah.
Surprised you didn't want to add deflecting palm.
Oh, heck yeah. No, I love the first deflecting palm, then the next thing. I
We've got to get the correct art in here. Yeah. We gotta see that. The deflecting palm, red and a white. Instant. The next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. If damage is prevented this way, deflecting palm deals that much damage to that source's controller.
Or
heck
when
yeah.
it could be used in relation to getting bullied by somebody. If you have somehow learned the whatever technique that is, Use it wisely.
All right. Yeah.
Um, I
Yep.
have I have one more creature to throw out here,
You need
and then I
equipment.
will start looking up equipments. Is that okay, Josh?
Yeah, for sure.
And we can cut it if you don't like it, but I think it will be helpful. Maybe. If you don't like it, we can get rid of it. McKindy Patrol 2 and a white human knight ally 2/3 has rally whenever McKindy Patrol or another ally enters the battlefield under your control. Creatures you control gain vigilance until end of turn.
Yeah, I love it. Uh, I do have I do have I know I said equipment, but I did have an idea. Uh,
Yeah,
I need to make sure I say there's two.
we were at
Uh,
98 cards, by the way.
okay, it is levitation.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, so it's an enchantment. Uh, it's all creatures you control have flying, so we all rise above the hate and bigotry and get uh, just kind of crush things from there.
We are at 99 cads.
Yeah.
You could do Horn of Greed, a 3-mana artifact that whenever a player plays a land, that player draws a card.
Ooh, that's great.
Oh my.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a
like that.
wild
I
art
don't.
on that one.
I toot.
Oh man,
Uh,
that's funny.
do we want to see if we can add some more, or do you like where we're at?
Uh, I do. So one cool thing that we might add, or oh, this is not bad. We could always put in like protection boots or something like that, but that can also just be like in the sideboard. I feel like just for a themed deck, uh, uh, I think it should function pretty well. It's heavily themed. I like the that you guys were able to come up with such good ally support for our deck, and I'm
Yeah,
pretty happy with it.
I think this is a great deck. Let's go ahead and deal some hands.
Hmm.
Catch these hands.
There you
Good
go.
one. Good one.
Good one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Good. That's a
Hey, that's
lot of
that
mountains there. That's
that's
eh,
crazy.
statistically improbable for what we for a land
Oh my
base.
God.
you. That's
An
the.
entire land hand and
Yeah,
Angan Katara just hanging out there. Okay, I think we're
yeah.
good.
No, Yuma would have been happy to see that hand.
Yeah, no
Lots of
kidding.
deserts, but
That's
yeah. So,
awesome.
but yeah, no, I appreciate your guys' help with that. I'm
I want to
pretty
switch
happy.
out these islands real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, you're good.
Having that be the only white border here was throwing me off.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Levitation's also a white border. Good Lord.
get out of here.
Yeah.
What's wrong with white border?
Nothing. It's just weird when it's only like one,
Mhm.
two cards in the whole deck. All right. All right. Bracket two.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Racket 2.
Okay. And then our themes.
Uh, really,
We
You do
have
have a
quite
you
a
have a
few
couple.
plus one plus
Yeah.
ones.
mhm.
Um, we are
We might just have to go down to uh we are go back up. We are
up, up,
woo
up.
we are everything we are woo not wait no woo bl
White,
no
blue. We're altruism.
yes. That feels pretty fitting for
Casual.
the theme and everything.
Yeah. Um,
Honestly, might not be anything else. We have a decent amount of planeswalkers.
so would that make us legends matter? Not really, but we have a lot of legends though. Let's see. Super Friends.
Mhm.
Webcam friendly. That's it, I
Yeah.
think. Deck description, Josh. Hit me.
Okay.
Sorry
Uh,
if I hurt anyone's ears.
you were good. How about uh, yeah, maybe just like the is this too much? But no matter your gender, sexuality, or identity, you will always have a spot at our commander table.
Matter your gender.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Let's go ahead and stop the share. Okay. I think that's a great deck, Josh.
Thank you. I appreciate the help on it. I think we got it in good. We got in a good place. I feel like we did a good job sticking to the theme that I envisioned. So, and then also listeners, if there's any LGBTQIA plus characters that I was missing, I'm sure I missed many that could have fit in there. Just comment, and then I can feel like a dummy, and we can add it to our sideboard or something.
Yeah, I think that was great.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like we've said before, and we'll say it again, happy Pride. Um, but don't just carry that around in June. Carry it around 365 days a year.
Yeah.
Um, be proud of who you are. Never, never be scared to hide who you are. And if you feel like you have to do that, um, we're here for you. And
Yeah. So yeah, we're not like one of those like fake brands that will use like the art with like the little heads and big bodies to say that they're cool with gay people just in June. We are year-round uh allies and here to help.
all right, what is next on our list of things to do this evening, Josh?
So the with our wrap up, I figured we would talk about a little bit on MagicCon Atlanta. I've
Yeah.
confirmed that I am going to be there. If you run into
Yeah.
me, I will have stickers and tokens, and I just love to chat with you. So don't be a stranger. I will be the 5'10" bald nerd in the crowd, so I should be easy to find. There won't be a lot of people who look exactly like me. So.
Yeah, exactly. It should be a little difficult. Um, didn't run into a single bald person in Vegas, so um, you're in good company, Josh. No, I'm excited for you and Sammy to go, and I can't wait to see and hear what Sammy has to say after MagicCon because it is a wonderful thing, and being able to experience it for the first time, I wish I could experience it for the first time again because it's awesome. So if you haven't gone and you have the chance to go, um, you should go. It's a very, very awesome time. So
Yeah,
it's a lot of
absolutely.
walking though, so
Yeah.
take care of
Yeah.
yourself out there.
Yeah. Then I think that pretty much covers it.
If you
I
didn't check out in the text, our text chain, I did purchase the Felix the cat secret lair.
Ooh, you have to let us know whenever that comes in. Just let us
Okay,
know what you're. Go ahead.
we've got the upcoming builds. Next week is Keith with blue, black, red, and green. Keith was not here this evening. He is not feeling good. He is, quote, feeling like garbage, and he has been all day. So,
Hot
um,
garbage, I think was the word he
hot
said too.
garbage.
Hot.
Yeah, I don't want to misquote him. Hold on, let me scroll back down.
Are you sure
Hot
he's not
garbage.
feeling like the
Oh,
'90s
sorry.
grunge
I've
Yeah,
band?
been
hot
feeling
trash.
like absolute hot trash all day.
Okay, so
My
not
bad.
so
Sorry, Keith.
he's not only happy when it's rains. He is hot trash, not hot garbage. Got it.
Right, exactly. I just want to say everybody stay safe these next couple of days. If you're in like our area, there's a lot of big storms that are coming through. So tomorrow's going to be a crazy day. I was supposed to be doing a car seat installation uh, thing. I've got a certification for work where I am certified to properly install car seats. We were supposed to do that tomorrow, might not be able to do it with all these storms and everything. But
Yeah, so
yeah,
now I won't be able to reach the steering wheel. Thank you, Nathan.
it's not me, it's Mother Nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that, does this episode resolve?
I believe this episode resolves. I
Yes,
hope
sir.
everybody has a great rest of the week.
Yep. Happy Pride, everyone, and we'll catch you next time.
Happy Pride. See you, everybody.
Hey ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Cool.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Hexproof from Ward. If you liked what you heard, you can continue to listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube. You can give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky. We'll see you next week.